What's up, everyone? I'm Janitor Jake.
And I'm Chris K.
And welcome to the American Gaming Geeks.
Stupid.
Once. Ready?
I don't want the likes of you watching my back! The chopper's waiting! You're done!
Alright, and welcome back for another episode. Now, if you're new to the channel or you want to get right straight to the gameplay, you can go to this number right here, and it'll take you right to the gameplay. Otherwise, we're going to get the show started. So, there are three parts to the show. The first part is we talk about what's new with us in the world of gaming. The second part is we play a game that we previously picked out for a show, and we beat it. And the third part is the final thoughts. Is it good, is it bad, or is it absolute garbage that needs to be thrown into the trash? So, let's get it going. Chris, what's new with you in the world of gaming?
Not too much. I'm not going to be too specific because I don't need people judging the financial situation, but I did spend a little bit of money upgrading my computer situation so I can do some better live streaming of some video games, or actually computer games.
Yeah, or game captures.
Game captures of MMO gameplay. I have a lot of games that I like to play online, including Champions Online, Saints Row the Third, stuff like that. And I could do some of that stuff and maybe upload some on my YouTube channel, Chris K. the Film Guy. But right now I'm working on a few other projects, and that other stuff might be coming out in the future.
Yeah, because when you said you were playing games on Steam, and when you were doing that, you you had to play on really low settings.
Yeah.
And so not only are you playing on low settings, good luck streaming that, good luck capturing it. Yeah. But now with what you've been working on with your computer,
just upgrades,
it should be going a lot smoother now.
Yeah.
All right, now nothing too new with me in the world of gaming. I did get some Christmas gifts. And I know it's already February, it's already almost March, but I figured might as well talk about that. So one of the gifts I got was Keisha's mom got this for me, and that is Miss Pac-Man, the classic arcade gameplay, whatever this thing is. Yeah, one of those newer little mini arcade consoles. And the thing that I love about this that I think is really, really cool is that it's Miss Pac-Man or Ms. Pac-Man. It's not regular Pac, because that's mostly what I find. Your regular stereotypical, here's Pac-Man, here's another version of Pac-Man, and here's another version of Pac-Man, but I never find Miss Pac-Man or Ms. Pac-Man. Or you'll find Galaga and stuff like that. And so I thought it was cool because I don't own this one. I have a few of them, but I don't own this one, so this is pretty cool to add to the collection. The other thing I actually got from Keisha's daughter, and she got me a PS4 game called Rhyme. Apparently it's like, it says a land of discovery and adventure. So it's kind of like an open world RPG where you go and you explore and you apparently solve mysteries and stuff like that. I love open world RPGs, so that'll be pretty cool to go through and play sometime. Nice. I'd love to live stream it on Twitch sometime, so maybe I'll do that in the near future.
Cool.
Now I did end up getting myself my own Christmas present. I was on the internet farting around and I saw this deal for a game thing, and I was like, man, I can't pass on that. The price of what it was, and I was like, oh man, that's really awesome. I can't pass on it. I have to buy it. So I ended up going and picking this up. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer Nintendo 64 Limited Edition, complete in the box. An actual N64 console complete in the box. But not only is it complete in the box, it's Star Wars. The Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
That's awesome.
And it's pretty much in mint condition. Now there's a few little things, like a little tear there where they opened it, and there's a couple little spots on here where it looked like somebody set something down. But like otherwise, like the back is completely pristine.
Nice.
Just looks absolutely amazing. Super good condition.
Cool.
And we can unbox it a little bit. I'm not going to go into too much details with it.
Okay.
And I like Star Wars. I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, and I just thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Because we never find anything like this up here in northwest Wisconsin. But that's one thing I love. It's like just like the black, like having the black cardboard looks really cool. So this is pretty much what's inside it. You get your regular N64 console. You get your controller, your power supply, and of course it comes with the game. Not complete in the box. But it did come with the papers too, which I...
You got the manual for it too.
Yeah, it comes with the manual, which I was worried that it didn't come with it, but it does come with the manual, and it also comes with like the Nintendo 64 manual, and there's also another little manual in there, and then like of course all the papers. So I love the fact that it comes with all the papers too.
Nice.
The only thing that's kind of disappointing, and it's on Nintendo themselves, I wish they would have done something special for the console.
Yeah.
Like maybe make it jet black and put like some Star Wars stuff on it.
Yeah.
I know they did that with Pokemon. They have a Pokemon edition console.
Huh.
It's like you guys could have totally done that with Star Wars, but you didn't do it.
Man.
And also, the same person that I bought that console from had some games for sale. And the games they were also selling for really cheap. And usually I don't like buying games loose, but these ones, because I've been looking for them for a very long time, I decided to actually purchase them. And the games I ended up getting are Mario Party 3, which is kind of, it's not really rare, but it's an uncommon game, and I've been looking for it for quite a while. And the big one that I've been wanting for a long time, but I could never find it, the original Super Smash Brothers. I love Smash Brothers. I always thought it was fun. I never really played the original, but I played Smash Brothers Melee on the GameCube, and I absolutely loved it. And I've been wanting the original for a long time. And so for finding it dirt cheap, I thought it was awesome. And then the final Christmas present I got was from Keisha herself, and she ended up getting me the PlayStation Classic. Now, I've heard a lot of grief and a lot of guff over this console. That the PlayStation Classic is pretty much garbage. People were really excited about it and they wanted to check it out, and then when they did, they were super disappointed in it. And I was telling her before she actually bought this for me, I said, oh, that'd be so awesome if I could get this console, and then maybe you and I could do a video on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then what does she do? She goes out and gets it for me, and I get it for Christmas.
Awesome.
So that's what I want to do. It's unopened, haven't been messed with or nothing. So I want to do that for a future episode sometime here in the near future.
Cool.
Unbox it, check it out, and go through and form our own opinions on it.
Yeah.
Is it really as bad as people say it is? Or is it better? Or is it even worse? So I definitely want to go and check that out eventually one day.
Nice.
Alright, time to get to the actual game. And the game we're playing today is Army Men 3D on the original PlayStation. Now, of course, this is the Greatest Hits edition. I don't have the regular Black Label version. I only have Greatest Hits. But that's the thing I've talked about before. You have the Greatest Hits and you have the regular edition. Sometimes I've played the Greatest Hits and they have more content in it.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if this one might actually have more content than the original one.
It's possible.
Now, I never really grew up playing this game. I had it when I was a little kid, and I putzed around like the first level, second level, third level, and I must have been like 13 years old or 12 years old. So I did have it when I was younger, but I never really played it too much.
Huh.
And I know you said you're somewhat familiar with the Army Men franchise.
Yeah, I played them a lot. Which one was it? I think it was Army Men World at War. I played one of them. And I own a couple of them, but I can't remember which one I played.
Yeah, and they have a lot of them. Like, apparently they have the original Army Men, which is like back on computer, PC, like back in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
So, but anyway, Army Men 3D, like I said, I played a little bit of it, never really beat it, and this is one of those games I had in my childhood, teenage years, whatever, and I always thought it'd be cool to beat it.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through and try to beat the son of a gun. And of course, we have the manual. I like having things complete. We don't like to cheat, but we do like to look at the manual and see what it has to say.
Cool.
So without further ado, let's pop the puppy in and get going. You ready to play?
I'm game. Is that right? World at War?
Probably not. Green plastic news on the march. War. Huh. Good God. Gravy. So basically, there's really not much to the story with this. It's just basically, it's war. You have the Green Army Men versus the Tan Army Men.
I always liked the newsreel.
Yeah, this intro movie right here, it's basically like watching an old newsreel footage from like the 1940s.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the southern swamps, our boys stand ready to resist invasion!
Invasion!
Forces have crossed our border, and the Green response has been swift and dramatic.
So they do kind of have a little bit of a story here. They're basically saying the Tan Army had invaded our country and stuff like that.
of this contest. A real war is about to begin.
A real war, not a fake plastic one.
Our survival rests
No,
on
it's
the
fake and
shoulders of
plastic.
these brave young heroes. With the dawn come our aircraft, bringing paratroopers to reinforce the green counterstrike. Today the battle is ours. Tomorrow is up to you.
Boy. Alright, and so once we get done, I'm going to turn the volume down a smidge. So once we get done with that story, then it just kind of throws you into here. Now you can go to options and audio. The audio in here is weird because we've always had issues in games where the music is cranked
Yeah.
and the sound effects are really quiet. So usually we have to turn the music all the way down to like 1 and crank the sound effects. But here it's different. Listen to the music. And now here's the sound. And sound is
A lot
turned down.
louder.
And
Yeah.
I can crank it even louder.
Yeah, we don't want
And
that.
that's ridiculous.
It's kind of crazy.
And look how many little, look at that. Like you can turn it down by like teeny tiny little bits.
Huh.
So I'm going to do that.
Crazy.
And we'll leave it like that. Now, difficulty. I don't think there's a bad ending, and I like to sit back and casually play games. And since everyone else plays games on hard and extreme, to heck with ya, we're gonna play it on easy. So we got easy, and we should be good to go. So they do have a boot camp. Now I've played through a little bit, and you and I have messed with it. Boot camp. It's just like a way to get used to the controls, but it literally takes like an hour to go through and do that. So we're not going to go to the
Practice training.
yeah. It's pretty much a training mode where you just go through and shoot a bunch of cardboard cutouts.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to new game,
The longest training mode I've ever seen.
and it's your turn. I'm going to let you go
Fantastic.
first. I'm going to hand it off to you. Don't screw it up now.
I will.
Sarge, get to the Tan Weapon Depot to west of the something or
Make
other.
your way
Make your
north
way
along
north
the
along this
ledge.
ledge, Sarge. Yeah.
Okay, I'll make my way north.
Cross the bridge into town. Follow this road west. It will lead you to the depot.
To the Home Depot. And we still
So-
get to read this for a little while, huh?
Use the rocks and ruins as cover. Rocks and ruins. The depot will be well defended. Okay. So that's pretty much the mission here, is just to get to the depot. Now here's what's interesting. Turn around, and there you go. You get to see a battle take place, which is kind of cool.
Happens whether you look at it or not.
Yeah, what's weird is I think if you don't look at it, you won't trigger it. You have to kind of turn around to
Really?
trigger it.
Oh, because I had it go off and I was like, what happened? I turned around and there was nothing there.
Yeah, it might have been. So yeah, if you want, we're gonna
Go
go
all
and
the way
kind of
back.
putz around. Because that's the thing, is we want to explore like this because there are hidden
Yeah.
weapons and hidden stuff like that.
Yeah, like I said, I played one before. I honestly don't remember which one it was that I played before. It wasn't this one. It was different. So I'm just going to call it the one I played because I don't remember which one it was. The gun spinning
Get
around...
playing.
The gun... All right, you're right. The gun spinning around on the bottom gets distracting to me because
Yeah.
that looks like it's sitting there. I got to... Oh, let's go pick that up. No, it's actually on your HUD. And,
Yeah, it looks like a weapon on the ground when
Yeah.
it's not.
the...
Now, was there
health-
anything around that corner or no?
No, I kind of... It's just that. And the health bar is that little guy on the bottom. It's almost like playing Hangman. Different parts of him disappear as he gets shot. In the one I played, there's a ring around a circular map, and the ring turns more and more red as you get shot. And that's you get like 8 hit
Oh,
points. or
there he
something.
goes.
Oops, I did not mean to hit that.
Oh yeah, hit square or triangle. Square and triangle will switch your weapons. And that's the thing too that's really screwy, is I'm used to newer games. I'm used to Call of Duty, like the Black Ops games, and I'm used to games like Fortnite, stuff like that. So all of a sudden, going from that, where you're using the dual analog and the firing and aiming are the L and R buttons, this is completely different.
Oh. How do you turn on your analog? I guess you have to go into some setting.
Yeah, you'd have to.
That's weird.
I could try it. Here, let me see that. That should work better. But see, that's what I mean. So we changed it. We're in analog mode, but you still can't use that right analog stick.
It's weird.
You can't use it to look around.
Doesn't do nothing.
And that's what I was saying. I'm so used to these new games, and now to go back on the original PlayStation, they didn't have their controls really figured out that well yet. So look at him.
Just sitting there.
He's like, what's that?
Huh.
Then just right away jerks to the left and shoots you.
Yeah, he just like sort of snaps out of his little walkout animation. I mean, sometimes I like try to hit him before I trigger him.
I do believe you can aim. Yeah, right there. You can like look down the barrel.
Right. For some reason, you can hit over objects a little better. You can roll. You can't strafe, but you can roll.
Now I do know it says in the manual that Sarge. Apparently, we're playing as Sarge.
Sarge.
He has a hard time shooting uphill. So if we see an enemy, that's just their excuse for they couldn't figure it out in the game.
Yeah.
But basically,
up and down.
yeah, if there's an enemy on a hill, you have a hard time shooting. I think you have to aim down the barrel of the gun, aim down the sights, and it'll actually work a little bit better.
Is that not a person?
Should be. There we go.
I was really good at headshots on the one I played a lot.
Oh yeah, and I'm not sure, but there might be something up there by that hill. Because like I said, these stages are a little bit open world. Now you can't like open world game like Skyrim. It's nothing like that where you're gonna be, going from town to town. Mm-hmm. But this isn't like you're not stuck on a 3D platformer. You're not stuck on a path. You can go and walk up and down the hills and stuff like that. And as you can see, there's a couple guys over there right away.
Nice.
And I do love that you have infinite ammo with this weapon.
Yeah.
There are more weapons, but some of them they do have limit on the ammunition.
Oh. Runner.
And that's kind of cool too. I like how they'll take off and run like that, and then stop and.
Where is he shooting? You really
Shooting
can't
willy-nilly
figure out
now.
up and down.
Now, was there anything back in that little town?
Frick! What's that noise?
It's kind of funny too. Like, yeah, they have all this wind and stuff going on. Yeah, like I hear that every once in a while. You hear this.
It's like, is that the music?
I think it is. And we're playing on a PS3 just so it's easier to capture.
Yeah.
But I wonder if the PS1, if the sound is better.
I don't know.
Because there should be music playing during this part, and it's not.
Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Like, sometimes it waits till you do something dramatic. I'm just walking around here, see if I can collect anything. I know you like to wander, so...
You might have to speak up, too.
I know you like to wander! I know, like, you want to wander around the map, see what there is, so I figured I'd do that. I always imagine it'd be awesome just to leave the map and find something, like, secret somewhere. But
Yeah, that's why we like to explore, because apparently we've ran into issues with that while playing Turok Evolution on the PS2. We've been playing Turok Evolution, we go through, okay, we're exploring, whatever, la-di-da, and we leave. And then all of a sudden somebody will comment, and they'll be like, hey, you missed this. Hey, you missed that. Oh, I wish you guys would have picked this up. Oh, I wish you guys would have picked that up. And I'm like, what the heck? And then I go back and look, and sure enough, there's a bunch of secret goodies that we never picked up. We just missed it all.
well, I don't know what his deal is.
Basically, he's hiding behind something, and you're out in the open.
Yeah, frick.
Yeah, you're hitting that box is what's happening.
I mean, come on. Really?
Now you should run up and grab that health.
Yeah.
There, what is that?
I don't know, I heard that.
It's like-
Sounds like someone sharpening a knife.
Da-zee-zee-zee-sh.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I'm glad that fills your health all the way.
Yeah, right.
But we are playing on easy, so maybe that's... If it was medium or hard, it might not fill your health all the way. And the thing is, too, this is pretty much a blind playthrough.
Yeah, kind of.
And we really do not know the controls.
We don't know what we're doing.
you can crouch, you can lay down, you can crawl, you can do all sorts of different things. You can shoot those barrels and blow them up. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, let's try it.
And you can light them on fire.
Okay,
So apparently not.
didn't do anything. Die! Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Just shoot 'em,
Finally.
jeez.
And he dropped some grenades. Some granadas. What's that? Oh, health.
Some help.
Would be kind of cool if you could walk into the buildings, but this was original PlayStation.
Yeah, they weren't that fancy. They have little things like, oh. I think that's supposed to be like tank sounds, but. Alright, well, I think I found everything. Seeing what there is to see.
I'm gonna eat the whole box.
Good. That's the thing about playing these more pixely games, is like your eyes start to. What? I
Now,
heard
what was
something.
that?
You hear that?
Pew! Now someone's shooting at you from
Who
somewhere.
the heck shot me? I'm not hit, but I heard someone fired.
I know there's like another town over there.
Hmm.
It's probably just shooting.
Must be.
Because if you look at the map, oh yeah, there's a guy on that hill. Oh, maybe not.
No, it's a bush. I saw that one earlier. I never went
But yeah,
into this town.
if you look at the
Oops.
map, you can see where the tan guys are. They're indicated by the color yellow, and you're indicated by the color green.
Yeah, I didn't catch on to that.
Close.
Got it.
Now here's the thing. Coming up here is the exit, but if you go into the exit, you don't get a chance to stop. It's just like, good job, boom, and it'll like throw you into the next area.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff to collect, and if you're not fast, and I don't even think you get the opportunity to collect it all. But if you're not fast, you'll miss out on it. I'm not gonna go in there quite yet. It's all the way over there, but just looking around, making sure I didn't miss something. Gotta go on the outskirts here.
See, you can hear the music,
Yeah,
but it's so quiet.
it's not skipping, is it?
No. This is like military drums. Da, 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 da.
Okay.
So right in there is the exit.
Yeah.
Now that A is an automatic rifle. If you go in there, they'll be good job, and you have to rush and try to pick those up.
Yeah.
And you literally have like 5 seconds to do it.
Honestly, I don't think you need the health, because when you get to the next level, your health replenishes, doesn't it?
I'm not sure if it does or not.
So I'll go for that automatic rifle.
And then try to... Alright, now try to grab that. There we go.
Ah, got it. Didn't have enough time to turn. Of course, there's this O button, but I'm gonna overshoot anyway, so.
Alright. Save and continue.
Then hit a road.
Alright, I'm going to take over. Stage number 2.